Hi there, Serial Trader here. Let's check in with the major US indices. So here's just this hourly chart that we've been working for SPX. Now I'm still personally holding out for just a more idealistic entry, but it doesn't mean I'll get one. And right now I'm still waiting for this possible C wave down of this little three-wave decline that appears to be in progress. But that doesn't mean I'm going to get it. If I could just go with the futures right now, since the futures are now trading, the equivalent, well, let me go back. So this B wave extreme we have here on the actual SPX index, well, that's been taken out now ever so briefly, at least on the futures. Now, that doesn't necessarily invalidate that we have an ABC down, but we'll see how the cash index actually trades tomorrow. It's possible we just had this very, very mild pullback here, and now we're just working another impulse wave or another subdivision of an already larger impulse wave in progress to the upside. We'll have to see. Just because I haven't entered doesn't mean this thing isn't primed to go up potentially. It just means I haven't seen the conditions that I typically look for an entry. That's all it means. So I'm by no means saying this has to go down a little bit more before it goes up. That's just what I'm looking for an entry. That's all. Just wanted to clarify that. So we'll go with the candlestick chart here. And SPX daily as of Friday's close, still above the T-line, pretty narrow range. Really nothing from a candlestick perspective going on that's worth noting here. And I'll keep it short and sweet, I guess. I'll go with the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Very similar. Actually, it kind of had a doji day, and maybe even a series of doji-like days. Just small ranges, kind of sideways, still above the T-line. So, not necessarily the greatest entry in my opinion, but certainly nothing concerning if you're currently long. It's not a sell signal by any means. And, okay, go with the NASDAQ composite. And more of the same there, just kind of a doji-looking candle from Friday, still above the T-line. So basically the same picture across all the major markets there. And the volatility index, still quite benign. Closed at 13 and change as of Friday. And just big picture, volatility's been pulling back. So nothing to indicate any kind of big declines as of right now. Okay, well that's probably good for now. And hopefully next week there's something more to put my teeth into as far as a good entry or something of that nature. Now, I guess I'll just mention on SPX here, since we'll end on it. Let's say we get that nice little continued pullback and then it bottoms, starts reversing, and I get my entry. Great, that's wonderful. But if that doesn't happen and we just have this really shallow pullback and we start going up. Now, if we break out of this 2801.90 high on SPX, that's the kind of breakout that I will buy, okay? Because that's the B wave of the triangle. And that completely validates that this triangle wave 4, if that's what it is complete. And then we're breaking out to new all-time highs. So if that breaks, I will more than happily buy right on that breakout. And any short-term pullbacks aside, it won't matter. That's extremely high confidence validation that this pattern would be complete and we're going to new highs. So if that happens, I'll buy that, but I'd prefer, obviously, to catch a little short-term pullback, this possibly not done yet, as my entry, and then just ride it for a number of weeks or even months, who knows. But that's kind of my thoughts on the major indices right now. All right, Serial Trader signing off.